I'm making headlines right now for some of the comments I make, and I don't mind headlines. I don't mind people amplifying what I'm saying. I just want to make sure that you guys understand where I'm coming from. Um, the transgender issue, which to me shouldn't be an issue, but it is an issue. And right now, I know that I put up a post about my daughters not playing against transgenders, and they're not. Simple as that. Like, sport will continue without my daughters, and that event will continue without my daughters. Simple as that. I'm a man. I know if you transition into me, you can tell me all that you've done and changing your hormones, and I understand and respect that. But you ain't change your bones, the bone density. You ain't change your muscle mass. You know what I'm saying? You ain't change your big ass heart, big lungs, whatever it may be, strong. Like, you just stop. Okay, so I'm not getting down. I'm not going down that lane. I'm going down this lane. A couple people that I love and respect: Jemele Hill, Melanie, from my gym, the homie. They were like, not putting me in this category, but saying, hey, you guys are really hating on transgenders and trying to act like you care about women's sports in disguise. I was like, I like the switcheroo. What we really doing, because we don't really give a damn about women's sports, is beating up on transgenders, but trying to disguise it like we care about women's sports. Well, let me hear you. Let me be the one to tell you, I do care about women's sports. Because I have 3 daughters. That's one. Now, are women's sports better than men's sports? Depends on the sport. Tennis, you got a great argument. Yeah, I watch me some women's tennis. But basketball, hell no. WNBA ain't good. We know that. The girls say that. The women say that. They're more popular in college than they are in the pros. Stop playing. What, softball, football? No. Stop. It's not gender-based. It's how good the product is, and it's not as good. So here we go. They made some interesting points. I like that point. Except it doesn't apply to me, and I had to respond. I had to respond because Jemele challenged me. She's like, Marcellus, has a transgender ever played against your daughter? And I think she felt like she probably hit send and said, gotcha. You ain't get me. Google 2017, Connecticut, Glastonbury High School. Guess who graduated in 2017 from Connecticut, Glastonbury High School? My daughter. I know y'all ain't see that one coming up. And I actually made a statement without even thinking of that, without even feeling that, because I already knew this. So when people say, oh, this only happens to 0.0000001%, I think it happening one time is enough. I think that my experience makes it my expertise to talk on this. Long story short, two males transgendered and transitioned into being a woman and won 15 state championships. Something crazy. That part. So affected me, yes. But even without being affected, if it's somebody else's kid, it could be your kid. I just think right is right and fair is fair. And I don't think that's right and fair. But I do believe, let's start a transgender category. Transgender divisions. Why wouldn't you want that? Oh, I know why. Because you are fully a woman. Maybe socially, but competitively, I don't think that's the case. So that's what we're going to talk about. But let's talk about it through love. I do not have an issue. I will discuss this. I know that, like any minority group, you feel attacked at times, right? And people get killed just because they're trans. Well, people get killed just because they're whoever you are. Black, white, trans. Like, hell exists because there are evil people in this world, right? So that doesn't mean, since you're under attack and scrutiny and fire, doesn't mean that I can't be empathetic for you, but also still say yes is yes and no is no in terms of what the things that I think should be allowed. And I don't think that should be allowed. Or if they do allow it, that's fine. Morocco already went through it. You won't see Araya out there, and you won't see Olivia.